Hello Kowai Post viewers. Last week we had spoken about safety and security in online banking transactions, and this week again with the cyber expert Mr. S.N. Ravichandran, we will be speaking about the safety and security of ATM cards. Of late we've been hearing a lot of incidents wherein ATM skimmers are used on the kiosks and money is siphoned off. So how safely should we secure our ATM cards? Let's ask him. Thank you so much for talking to Kowai Post, Mr. Ravichandran. So, like I was mentioning, we've been hearing a lot of cases where skimmers are used in ATM and money is siphoned off. So, how should we ensure that our ATM cards are safe?
Okay. Now, like I said last time, security is the bank's concern. Now, if skimmers are present in an ATM center, either on the where we insert the card or the card slot or any other place where the card is used, then it means that the banks are not sufficiently secure or they have not kept the ATM machines sufficiently secure. That is one thing. Second thing is the banks are mandated to post a security guard outside the ATM center 24/7,
right,
which they normally they don't do it.
Yes.
Even when banks do it, they bring in people who are overaged or who have got difficulties maybe even in walking.
Okay.
Such
and
security
they find it difficult to keep awake also in the night.
Yes.
Yes.
So such guards are being posted. That is the second issue. The third issue is verification of people who upload the money into the dispenser or remove the money. That is the money they have outsourced it to other people. Non-verification of the people who use who are used for maintaining the ATM. That is another issue. From our side, what can we do? First thing is, don't reveal your PIN number to anybody. That is the first basic this thing. Don't give your card to any relative, employee or anybody to withdraw money on your behalf.
Right.
Third thing is, do not take anybody else along with you when you are going into the ATM. Fourth thing is, when you go into the ATM, please look around to see if there is any hidden cameras present, particularly where they put the brochures into this thing, or somewhere near the monitor, some protuberances which looks suspicious. Look at the ATM machine where you insert your card to see if there is anything jutting out. Some portion of it is jutting out. Do not wear helmets inside the ATM center.
Yeah.
Do not cover your face with your dupatta or have a hijab like material covering your face. So these are the basic precautions that you need to take.
Okay. And sir, also tell me, skimmers are very easily available online. So who is responsible to ensure that these skimmers are not so easily accessible?
How do you stop it? Skimmers are available online, offline. It is available freely. Now it is up to the government to pass a law saying that skimmers should not be sold. But it will be difficult to stop sale of
because there is
skimmers.
no positive application or utility for a skimmer, rather than the fact that it is only used to, siphon off money from ATMs.
See, skimmers are used to siphon off the data of the card. It is not used directly to siphon off the money. It is used to siphon off the data from a card, and along with the PIN number, when it is transferred and a new card is cloned or manufactured elsewhere and used, only then it happens.
What I'm trying to say is there is no positive use to it.
No positive use to it.
But so why make it so easily available?
It is not a question of government making it available. They cannot stop it from being made available in the market. It will be very difficult for them to go after each and every shop and to find out where the skimmer is being made or sold or given, whatever it is. Now the issue is not only that. The issue is the skimmers are so small in size that it can be brought while coming from abroad, or it can be even kept in your pocket also. So how do you check the sale or possession of a skimmer? Only thing that you can do is, like I said, do not write your PIN number at the back of the card. Do not keep your PIN number in your cell phone. Remember it. And the first PIN number that is given by the bank, you have to change it. Please change it. So next time, and keep changing the PIN number every once in 45 days or once in 6 months, so that you don't become familiar with it. The third thing is, when you are entering the PIN number on the machine, cover that keyboard with your hand, or keep a paper, cardboard, or even a cloth piece over this thing and type it below that, so that it is not visible outside. And once it is done, randomly type out some keys, so that is not infrared rays cannot be used to find out which key was used when you had come out. Again, let me stress on one thing. There is only so much you can do to secure your credit card or your debit card. The major portion of the security arrangement needs to be done by the bank, which they are not doing. For example, a credit card or a debit card, when it is swiped in the night, now there is a facility in the bank to find out the pattern of spending of a person's account. So if the pattern is, if the credit card, let us say for example that your credit card details have been stolen or your debit card details have been stolen and they are being used in an ATM to draw money. The card is being used to draw money somewhere in the night, say after 12 o'clock or before 12 o'clock, and 4 or 5 transactions are being done at one stretch. Then that is not the pattern of spending that you normally do.
Right.
So once that discrepancy in pattern is found, it should be flagged. And if it is flagged, then that transaction should not be carried through.
Right.
So you will have to get a call or a message from the bank to find out whether you are using the ATM or whether you are drawing the money or somebody else is doing it.
Right.
That is, the suspicious transaction should be flagged. The suspicious transactions facility is available in the bank for flagging of suspicious transactions.
But it's not done.
But it is not done, nobody follows it also.
Okay.
In one case I remember 1.25 crores was transferred to an account in Delhi.
Right.
Now 1.25 crores was transferred and the entire amount removed in 20,000 rupees over a period of 2 days in 20, 40 transactions, 50 transactions per day.
But that was not flagged.
The manager said that it is not being flagged, or it is being flagged in their head office and he is not aware of it.
Okay.
The point was the account threshold, because when an account is opened, every account is given a threshold limit. Like for example, if my monthly earning is say around 20,000 rupees or 40,000 rupees transaction, then normally the bank fixes it at 1.5 times or 2 times. It depends upon the bank. In this particular case, the threshold limit was only 35,000 rupees per month. But when a transaction of more than 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs was being done, and it was to be flagged, we don't know whether it was flagged or they ignored it, but this transaction was done.
Okay.
So that means the bank is not following the security system itself. Then how can it expect the user to follow it?
Right.
Placement of CCTV cameras inside an ATM center is most essential. Normally an ATM center, I have seen a lot of places where the cameras are placed which are not focused on the machine itself or on the entrance. Even when it is focused on the entrance, what happens is there is a bright light shining on the camera so that the figures are not visible.
Yes.
So this is arrangement of CCTVs is essential. The second thing is banks can think of biometrics for identifying a person.
Right.
Probably a thumbprint or fingerprints. Here anthropometry is a subject which was originally used in criminology, these things. Now banks can adopt that anthropometry measurements like distance between the ears or the eyes or the length of the face. These are 2 or 3 measurements which can be compared with the existing photographs in the bank, this thing, and if it is not matching, then it can be flagged. Then pattern of withdrawals. Because normal person may be withdrawing it say in the evening or in the morning or any time in the day. But if that person's account is being accessed somewhere in the midnight, then it is better that the bank calls him up, finds out whether he has done it, and then permit the transaction to take place.
Right.
So which these banks are not doing. This is one aspect. Now for counterfeit notes, machines are there to find out whether a note is counterfeit or not.
Right.
So why not attach those machines to the dispenser so that in case there is a counterfeit note in the machine, it should not come out.
Right.
It should be rejected within the machine itself.
Right.
So the customer is not harassed because he has got a counterfeit note dispensed by the machine and is not able to explain or prove to the bank that it has come from this machine.
ATM.
So these are simple things which the bank has to do, which needs to do. When ATMs were first introduced, banks told the customers that it is for our benefit and they won't be charged for it. Bank charges will come down. Today I find that if you do more than 5 transactions a month, you are charged for it.
You're charged. Yes.
If I take more deposit cash in the account, I am being debited for expenses, bank charges. When they are collecting so much money, why can't they improve their security?
Right.
Why should they insist that the customer has to be secure? Yes, customer has to be secure ultimately, but what about the security features?
Bank also has an equal responsibility.
It has got a greater responsibility. It is not an equal responsibility, it is a greater responsibility.
Right.
Now, Visa card, Diners card, most of these international cards are insured. Why can't we insure debit cards and credit cards inside the country?
Right, right.
At least up to a certain limit, say 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, 5 lakhs. Insurance people, again the same issue, insurance people are not willing to do it because security features are not up to international standard.
Yes.
So this is an issue.
Yes. Okay, so having said that, sir, how safe is it to link Aadhaar cards to your bank, because that has always been a controversy over that?
Okay. It is not mandatory according to Supreme Court guidelines, number 1. Number 2 is, my question to the banks is, how are you going to authenticate the Aadhaar card which I give you? I can clone an Aadhaar card.
Right.
Fingerprints can be taken. Fingerprints are available with all service providers of mobile phones and other people. People who should not have had access to my details have got access to that, and they have downloaded the details also. So, what will prevent anybody from accessing those details, getting my details and cloning an Aadhaar card and linking it to an account?
Yeah, now, you can't rule that out.
Yes. Now, how will banks authenticate these Aadhaar cards? Because to my knowledge, when I submit an Aadhaar card saying that this is my Aadhaar number or this is my Aadhaar card, the banks just take it and keep it.
Yes.
So, where is my fingerprint to authenticate it? The problem is, how do you authenticate an Aadhaar card? UID has not come out with a clear-cut answer to that. Originally, when these Aadhaar cards were introduced, Cyber Society of India had proposed that the fingerprint should be taken by a person who knows how to do it, and the machine, when the fingerprint is taken, it should be encrypted, sent to UID. Once it is dispatched from that machine, it should be deleted in that machine.
Yes.
Number 1. The fingerprints that are taken should be connected to the name to which you are seeking authentication, and UID will give only an answer saying yes or no. It matches, it does not match. That's it. No other personal details should be given by UID.
Right.
But the problem is, the concept is good, but the implementation is
bad. Yeah.
And implementation from UID is also bad. Securing this information in the bank side is also not up to the mark. Because like I said last time, most of this information is being stored in the cloud. Now, where is the jurisdiction of the cloud? Who is accessing it? Neither the bank knows, nor we know about it.
Right.
So these are the issues that has to be addressed before you can make Aadhaar a solution for one of these issues.
Right. So what we can sum up through this video is that there is a lot desired in terms of the safety and security from the bank side, and banks should be all the more responsible, like Mr. Ravichandran said, much more responsible than the customers. Thanks so much for watching.